Did you know 60% of divorces that are filed from the woman? Well, we typically hear from the female point of view. Tonight, you're going to hear from some men who've gone through divorce and in hopes to let you know that there is life after divorce. Come join us on The Viewpoint. Hey, welcome to The Viewpoint. This is designed, we're just going to have a good conversation, a good time to speak directly to you. And today we're going to talk about a topic called divorce. I know it's a topic that a lot of people may fear. A lot of people are like ashamed to go ahead and talk to about. But I want to let you know that there is life after divorce, and God can still use you. You can still have purpose, and you can still do exactly what God had called you to do, even if you've gone through a divorce. Don't allow shame to try to land on you. Don't allow guilt to try to live in your life. You got to kick it out of here. No more excuses. And it's time to go forward. Get out of the rut. And if you need help, I got these two gentlemen here with me today. Let me shout out. We got Harvey Thomas here today with One of You Word Church. We got Deacon Benton here today from One of You Word Church. And listen, we just here to talk to you and let you know. Let me share something to you real quick. Here's a fun fact. I found out that this is Robin Goldstein is a licensed therapist for over 30 years. And she suggests that men are deeply affected by divorce. But with society teaching men to hide or avoid emotional expressions, it can quickly lead to anger and a feeling of, I will never let a woman get me like this. Have you ever been there before?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a few things we're going to talk about and discuss today. But first of all, I'm going to give a little introduction. Deacon Ben, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. How long you been rocking with the church and just been around for a minute? How long you been kicking it with us?
Man, been in the view all my life.
Yeah.
So, I'm deacon for years now. We do a little bit of everything around here. Grew up in Morning View when it was next door.
Yeah.
Little corner store church.
For my time, guys.
For your time. But hey, I've been here a long time, so glad to be here.
Awesome. Glad to have you. Harvey, how long you been rocking with us, man?
Pretty much the same thing all my life. Grew up here. So that's looking probably over 50 years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
Love it here. It's just a part of me.
Yeah, that's what's up. And for those that don't know, this is One of You Word Church we talking about. Shout out to our pastor and First Lady, Dr. Richard D. Holmes Sr. And Dr. Ladisa Holmes. Thank you for even giving us the opportunity to have this platform and to speak on these topics. Now, the Viewpoint, what we're going to do, we're going to discuss topics that you may not hear on a Sunday morning, like divorce. I know you may not go to church on Sunday and want to hear about divorce. Nah. We made it so you come down here, we can get it to you right on your level, and you're going to have a good time with it. So, there's a few questions that were asked, and I want to make sure we kind of talk about it, and you get different viewpoints from three different people, and we're going to help you out to go ahead and go forward in life. Here we go. The first question I want to discuss. Did you feel anger when this happened? How was your anger level? Were you super mad? Was you super like, I got to go choke somebody? Like, what was your anger level?
Oh, mine was up there.
Okay.
Because divorce wasn't something that I had planned.
Yeah.
Didn't think it would ever happen.
Yeah.
But it did happen. So, and the way it happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was very angry.
Yeah.
Angry at God, yes.
Angry
at the situation, yes.
Yeah.
So it's real.
Yeah.
Anger is real.
It's true. People need to know that, man. So how did you kind of deal with it then? Was it more like, did you have to go get help outside? Was it something you dealt internally? Because I know as men, a lot of times when stuff come up, we got to just handle it on our own. It's supposed to be on our shoulder. But like, how did you kind of deal with it?
Well,
what did you see?
Well, I knew I had family that was praying for me already. And being a man of prayer, it does help.
Yeah.
So having been prayed up already, and then when it hits the fan,
Yeah.
not thinking about praying at that time,
Yeah.
but the fact that I still had family praying for me, that helped me. I did go seek counseling.
Okay.
I did one counseling session.
Dope.
Out, from the outside, and just some information that the counselor gave me that just didn't sit right with me. So I didn't go back.
Hey, it be like that sometimes.
Right. She told me to get rid of, all the information that I had.
Yeah.
So I said, no,
So you gotta look for sound wisdom, guys. You know what I'm saying?
So, definitely talk to my close knit family. They helped me through it. So it was challenging.
Yeah.
Like I said, the anger is real.
For sure. I think family is very important during those moments. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? How do you feel about it? Like,
Mine wasn't so much anger.
okay.
I wasn't really angry.
See, Dr. F, you don't know everything. Shoot, everybody ain't angry. No, go ahead.
I wasn't angry.
Yeah.
It wasn't to the point, I guess, me and Harvey used to hang out a lot.
Got it.
At my younger years, that fuse was kind of short. So I think I had matured enough, and it wasn't like it was a shock. You could see it coming.
Okay.
It was coming because it was a process. It was over an amount of time.
Yeah.
So when it actually happened, it wasn't so much anger. It was like, for me, it was so much like hurt because, man, we had built a pretty good foundation. We lived in a nice house. I could go out there and pick what car I wanted to drive. So I wasn't so much angry. Mine was so much I was hurt. So mine wasn't anger. It was hurt. Because this was 35 years until right now. I'm not really angry.
Yeah.
And some things didn't go the way I thought it should. And I wasn't, for some reason, I just wasn't angry.
Got it.
So anger wasn't my issue.
Yeah, that's man. See, that's why I want to just at least tackle that subject because they say these things. I'm like, well, I got some real men. Let's see if anger, whatever. Well, me, it wasn't anger. It was shame for me.
A lot of it was shame.
That was like a big point for me, and I had to get into the word that said, I'll let no shame come to you. But it was getting back into the word, getting back into God.
Right.
But at first, it was like, nah, bro, I'm about to go run away. I'll let my man Adam them.
Your shame is real
because
now you gotta look at it. I'm in covenant 6.
Yes.
Now it ain't covenant 6. It's covenant 5.
Got it.
Now I don't have that partner. So now when covenant 6 go out.
For those who don't know Covenant 6 is a group of people that came together in covenant, married couples. So that's what he's talking about and sharing. Go ahead.
So now that group still say, hey, let's go out. They want to include me, but I want to shy back because now I don't have that mate. So it's like I'm that fifth wheel.
So does that speak to loneliness then? Does that come in sometime where you feel maybe alone?
It could.
Okay.
It could.
Yeah, that might goes into maybe another question long down the line.
Okay.
Well, let's kick it off. I know one of your questions was, I think you had on there, how is the relationship with the kids?
Right, yes.
So now, I think that loneliness for me might tie into that because my kids wasn't here. So now, I'm not married. My kids are grown. They live in Atlanta. So now I'm by myself. So now that loneliness sits in a lot. Because now there's no body in the house with me. Right. I'm used to having Erica in the house, Zayna in the house. Nobody's in the house with me now.
Yeah.
So now you sit there like, man, you look at TV, and then you got to go in by yourself. No, ain't nobody in there to talk to.
Yeah.
Unless you're on the phone, but, you want that face-to-face, that interaction with a person.
Yeah.
So then that's how loneliness can set in.
Yeah. Because that means we all know the scripture said, man shouldn't be alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But my goodness, going through this, there's some alone moments. Right. And there could be people out there that do feel that way. So, like, how do we man, how did you kind of even get past that to even want to find companionship with somebody else? Or was it a friendship? Was it just finding it within yourself? Was it just your relationship with God? Did it get better, stronger, worse? Like, kind of, where were you during those moments, you know what I'm saying, of weakness, of a long time? You know? And then
Well,
how did you get out of it?
well, well, for me,
Yeah.
used to be, well, used to being having a wife.
Okay.
Because my marriage was, until the divorce was final, was I think approximately 18 years. But probably 4 or 5 years, were not good at the end.
Okay.
But still, when times come up when another married couple, say, hey, let's go do, okay, let's hook up and do something. But now, I get invited, my brother-in-law and my sister.
Yeah.
Aria, that's not who I am. Is just to bring somebody around, just to say, hey, I got a date. Right. No,
Right.
that's not me.
Do that. Yeah.
Because I am protective of me.
Yeah.
And in my spirit, man.
Yeah.
I'm protective of my children, of who I bring around my children.
Absolutely.
So they have not known Dad to bring anybody around them.
Right. There are good men and words about that, guys. That's concerned about that. They want to make sure that their kids are right around the right person.
Right.
So all men ain't dogs. All men ain't going to just turn their life because things didn't work out the way they thought it would work out. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to hear what they got to say.
So as far as the loneliness, as far as the date, yeah, that's still happening, but to piggyback off what Eric said, his kids are, grown and moved away. Mine still, one is grown away in college.
Yeah.
My son's still here, so I do,
Yeah.
go with him a lot. When it's time for him to be with me.
Yeah.
Hey, me and him, we going to basketball games.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
So I do kind of not use him, but
lean on him.
Right, lean on him.
Yeah.
That's my son. So, and I still have to be a father figure. Father, not father figure, but have to be his father, be his dad. He at the age now where he has a lot of questions.
Yeah.
He's interested in dating. So yeah.
That's gonna be funny. Now I'm ready to see that.
So,
Yes.
So it's for as far as the lonely part, there is a lonely part as far as dating and having a mate, but then the other part, we have shared custody, so there's times where he's with me and then there's times when he's with his mom. So
Got it.
when he's with his mom, that's kind of like my relaxation time. But kind of lonely. I've gone on a few dates, but it wasn't something that locked in. Because I at the time of the pandemic, kind of skeptical. Who you are around. A lot. So
Piggyback Ray. Hold on, where he said when he said that dating sometimes. Like he said, ain't nothing. It's like, to me, mine was over for his final 25 plus.
Right, 25 plus.
So it's like you trying to fill a void there. You used to something. Now it ain't there.
Pay attention. I think this is good. Yeah.
So now it ain't there. So not saying because all 25 years went back.
Come on.
Like he said, the last 3 or 4
might
have fell out.
Yeah.
So you had 22, 23 good years.
Yeah.
So now, when you reflect, majority, because now you got to go a little further back. We was married 25, but we was together almost 35. Because Xavier's 31.
Wow.
So it was a lot of good time in there.
Yeah.
So now, because you figure, I'm only 53. Yeah. I spent 35 with this one.
Right.
So in my early 20s, and she was about 18?
Yeah.
Because I think I'm 3 years older than her. I'm 21, she was 18.
Yeah. Wow.
To 50.
Yeah.
That's almost all my life.
Yeah.
All my 20s.
Right.
All my 30s.
Right.
All my 40s.
Yes.
So that's a lot of time to spend with one person.
Wow.
And then, so now you're used to that one person.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that one person operate.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when you date and you almost, it might not even be knowing it,
Yeah.
using that as a measuring stick.
Mm.
And you can't measure people by something that's past. And
Like going forward with dating now.
Right. So now, you so used to some, and now if you go on a date, you sometimes bring those old traits with you, and they might not work.
That's you giving nuggets.
So you got to change. Now that's when a lot of it. Now you can bring that Bible and renewing that mind. You got to renew your mind on some stuff. So
yeah, because dating in 2020,
dating in 2020 is a lot different back when we dated.
Totally
You know, I ain't been on a date 35 years.
Oh man, what we doing now?
What we doing
What
now?
we taking them on a date now, guys? We gonna go take them bowling
And
we gonna go
then,
to dinner. What
to
we
be
doing?
honest,
Yeah,
some of these women you talk to,
yeah.
it's out there, dude. Be like, what was I at?
See,
I missed a whole lot of stuff.
like when did y'all start doing?
Why y'all start doing all this? You be surprised
Yeah.
what women will tell you and what you can tell a woman. And they would accept it at this day and age.
Yeah.
I guess because men are short. You
Yeah.
can tell them almost anything.
Yeah,
But
and they gonna take it and run with it.
wrong with
As
it.
long as that bag right, you know.
Sometimes you ain't gotta have the bag.
You
Some
ain't
of them got the bag.
They got the bag
They
already.
got that bag.
Gonna spend it on you. Well, hey, listen. If you want to bless somebody, I got two great. They will receive the blessing.
Right.
Hey, man.
Yeah, so, you know, dating is much different.
Yeah,
And, yeah, back to our original question, loneliness. It do set in,
yeah,
but like Harvey, you know, he got his kids here. And Stephen, my kids are grown.
yeah.
You still just don't want to keep bringing different people around, even though they might not even care
Yeah.
because they knew the situation.
Yeah.
So, but it's
Wow.
still a standard, and you still got your integrity to be attached to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, listen, I hope you guys are having a good time. I just wanted to get these other questions. They coming in as we speak. Y'all are doing a great job. Here we go. Another question that I kind of wanted to lean in on. We talked about the loan. I thought that was really good. So with all of this, how did this process that we all went through, how did it weigh in, like, with your relationship with God? Like, where was your relationship with God during these moments?
Well, as far as me, like I said earlier, I was angry. I was hurt.
Yeah.
I knew I needed to be around.
Yeah.
I didn't need to shy away. And I did come to church. I kept coming, praying. You know,
Yeah.
just praying because I knew I needed the help. I couldn't do it alone. So
That's good.
I did lean on my family.
Yeah.
Sister was there for me. Definitely be praying for me.
Yeah.
Sister out in Florida, she would check on me. You know, just had people checking on me, making sure I was good. You know.
Yeah.
And I just needed to be around.
Yeah.
My church family versus shying away because I had to. It was a battle in the mind.
Oh,
it goes back to
It was a battle.
I'm
being
sure,
shame
yeah.
again too, and that
Yeah.
Right.
sometimes you won't want to shy away because now you got to come to church with all the people that
That
used
know
to see
you,
you,
and
know you,
Yeah.
and then now it goes back to when he was saying when we wanted to shy away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I had a lot of things going on
Yeah.
in my mind. You know, I still had to work.
Right.
You know,
Still gotta provide.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Still gotta go. And you know, going to work and having to work with the public,
Yeah.
that was challenging.
Yeah.
You know, because I was working with a lot of customers, going through the pandemic that were angry because they weren't getting the service that they was, you know,
Yeah.
wasn't getting from the other employees.
Okay.
You know, and I just say I work for the post office, so I'm working with a lot of customers that's angry. You know, so I have the angry customers. I'm going through my stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like home is not right,
Yeah.
work is not right.
Mm.
So yes, it's a lot that's going on.
So true,
And
man.
definitely being prayed up before the stuff hit the fan
Yeah.
definitely helped.
I think that's a key point, being prayed up before the stuff. What are you doing right now? Before you go through all these big challenges, before you go through all these faith walks and moving, what are you doing right now to
Right.
prepare yourself to just keep yourself stable, to keep yourself afloat? You know what I mean? And I think that's important because sometimes people use faith, as they say, as like a flat tire
Right.
or a spare tire
When they need it.
when they need it. Oh, I need this, so I got to make this happen.
Piggyback off Harvey,
Yeah.
in the midst of the pandemic, I got the promotion to
Okay.
be a manager.
Awesome.
So now, I'm going through a divorce.
Mm.
Now I got to learn all this manager stuff.
Okay.
So now I'm leading other supervisors. So now, he's saying, I'm going through a divorce, but I got to go to work. Now and I got to try to lead and learn what I'm supposed to be doing.
Mm.
So that was a lot. But tell a little bit about the story.